Abusuam Samu akwaba bia manyo senju ende na gusu ahwe fa di atentamo mpanyifo sinkunya ya kira adwenka so be send messages ni abre ni akenkan nyina de ama won mpanyifo a ebedi dwuman eye yenua Kenneth Kabu ono eye National Communication Team member de Opposition National Democratic Congress Special Aid to a Greater Accra Regional Chairman NDC and also Vice Chairperson Edema NDC Ada constituency and Ofidio mo nene agaba very soon positions in there and those are those basa anyway say few boko there happy Valentine good now me yes me blame chocolate too chocolate na me dey ban producers na fa
o enye fe once de ombo denti say ye na e be this chocolate part mama e producers because they were him no eson unia said nene you and said the wife want to show more love kafu amega say the wife say person show love until na omukot Tank Palace for a Valentine sitting. That's good.
Tank Palace.
Once a while
Dr. Muhammad Bamia tako.
Oh yeah. Menya no ko. Once menya e kafu there or international man. Intended or okotwa no yopo ewo. Okay.
Valentine betwa mu.
Oh Debbie obeba. We dey obeminya obeba.
Since you don't know so nkwadwuma nso na toto I beti. Ewi abepo. Anyway, yenu Emmanuel Usu SC Openi Kwanchire for Executive Director the Movement for Responsible and Accountable Governance. And oh video ma. Openi, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Pachapo me there.
Ayesu adom. Ja Valentine eno an ye wo ha no. Na ubotum nya obede di Valentine. So usika akwa koka debt exchange ma obede di Valentine.
Pressure wo krom.
Nti eba ne sa ne ye aba betena ha. Ye ba be ya manyosem.
Anyway, si achichiro man ye yi a birthday no kra ye ni ankasa na ebefre, enya nusu kra ye ni ankasa na ebefre se embra because ye pe kwan ye timia. You know, we get more money. You look for more time for leisure.
I want to say more birthday gifts, Dr. Mahama Dubaumi.
Oh, okay. And I try to deliver through a year in your coffee. And then you coffee quality, and so coffee tremantin, coffee tremantin, also a MPP activist. Now, could the baby, but was my mini into me, for baby or party any more than manager or more Hunisano. Coffee.
Menya,
happy birthday.
Same to you, brother.
Apo me there.
Yami adum, adi achi ye de bim kwada man so ya sorry there na. Yami adum.
Now why fear for 1P?
Actually, I'm not honestly me a fan of birthday. And yami adum ye so nya fan of birthday so. Okay. Me football pa na on your pay.
I see. Basta na ya say.
Talk how the am best maker. Talking about the blaster, my name is the DDEP, many answer cry. Since I choose you nearby, I monitor every president post on posting BB found, but yesterday, me who BB, and I was surprised. I'm going to Ghanaians, few players be in your injury. We call every president war or we post here, and I was surprised. I told you since last week. Me expecting the time Kobe post BB, he has not posted anything. The last post to actually any see. Monday week on the 6th. That day, this is the post.
And then the 9th day.
And then maybe the 8th, you know, you post. Where they may just tribute say
sure.
Nina or my
national, yes, national.
Obe share a year Moses Amapaka birthday. And Oba no better on the next thing, life is most important. That was on the 7th. On the 8th, near the mammy. And na 8th, now we pursue Elfini AstroTurf. And 8th now we pushing him much love, darling.
Okay.
And no buy na and now on the 8th now we push yes, Black Queens.
Keto Creek.
Yes. Black Queens. A friend's squad. No be pushed here. 9th na ne mami. I think that Saturday Sunday best time na ne bride or car baby no virtual rest in peace. And ra few Ghanaian players could feature any Seidu in your injury. Every president, or my GF in Ankasa,
I flyer
artwork, and every president they post it.
But Yenya, I choose 8 days in it.
Me who comment be since Obiseme Buanko call Ketokreku Facebook.
Me knew a chinia because me last week I took the whole FA on. Yenu ani be more Facebook ni ma nyajom so GFA post to on social media Facebook. Back on website is not there. GFA issue any official statement.
FA president. Me say ni obi o say me bonko Ketokreku FA president.
Mahu.
FA president.
I am the pastor also taking notice of whatever is happening. Yenu ano ebesi ne Ghana as a country. Ghana bana musinia or what Turkey or no be catch say a year to an enya no kre no ebesi na omuntimi nkura nka kire empempen so ahwemo akodu Ghana as a country
omohu ne mpobwa omohu room o ne mpobwa underground no wo no omati 5 different sounds ni pet yes but omuntimi identify atu wo mo na sa atu ni
okay
yes.
So no underground
yes I'm identify room no wo no munya ne mpobwa 2 pairs of shoes I just say atu dia but omudi we need to amu nya identify what tias and so on tias the situation you want assistant
may I say believe
me stress aban no ene ya ne musini wo ho no atu ye de hie aban se no Turkish for medwo mo de hie nkura chen ye de no
sure
it is a bibi ya aban ana musini no ho no on fan se ne de hie na no ho because all the players no no penaka na kwan bi so be sere mo afi ha na se especially for akokọ bom na ya hwehwe ye de hie na ye fan se ye de hie because thank you for your day obi abehwe ne de hie kane oh mama do so bobo ho no ye fan to ye say ehia de pa because me hu say de we nu ana eh
because say to ye kra Ghana do Ghana for do na bomb pa ma twi o ma bomb pa kra say apart from achuro bi so shop
and one thing you hear say all political device we are focused on Christianity not where maybe you fit the tribe and so mesre anka we say anka FA ni Turkey Ghana ambassador to take the collaboration by now
even by this time Ghana government could have even set up a committee and any 2 or 3 committee mon hwe de ekoso yes so betimi the expert ye won crop hwade
o set committee say mo NDC for ko for na mfu
ye be wudi na
go fu o me set any hey before you start
any committee
social media class
any Ghana o ma bia no etu galamsey chen ye no an galamsey fo betimi ahamenam for weeks. This is the issue.
Export galamsey for nko
export galamsey say yes.
And say it's just unfortunate. Say a whole football icon, Achu.
Yeah.
You know for the past, I think
8 days.
9 days. 8 days.
Yeah.
Today, 8 days. A whole Francisca Achite Odonto. That's the ambassador for Turkey. Or no, I quite remember I said last week, is it a Friday or say Saturday? Or can be said they are now nim baby atuno or until they are now going to look for baby the various hospitals. And I was asking myself, say, a whole an ambassador. And they bet me about say a whole a Ghanaians bet me wo yeni. Because share if Obiti Sachu, we've not given any respect to him as Obia Wabobor Amaganada. We page Ghana football to a certain limelight. And we don't have any time. We don't feel for Achono.
Or support several needy.
Very, very. Look. And what is very shocking, Ketokreku, a whole DFA president, you can't even solidarize and sympathize with your own child. Want me to it? We pray, say, God should make sure, say, but you were so much interested in a different thing. That's the more reason why DBA can say, look, the GFA, as we call the GFA, they are there for their parochial interests.
Finito.
Underline the thing. Because a GFA president who always thinks, he's more, the players are more interested to play for the national team than others. No. This way will end it up. Look, I'll always say, I'll never support Ket any day. I'll never support him. This new episode, I'll never support him. Orbano, look, your friend with the former deputy George Efriye. George ni mami Friadan. George was tutored at Adan Technical Institute. So I knew Kate, George. George, time I'm here administrator for King Solomon Football Club. I had a very good rapport with him. With some of my players, I gave it to George. That time all Blacks. We had a very good rapport. But me, I told him, say, look, I'll never support you. Look, I'm the chapter 64 chairman for Accra House of Folk.
Wow.
Yes.
Best club.
So look, at any given time. Who say team I
Be careful.
Strong House of Folk supporter. Strong House of Folk supporter. Strong House of Folk supporter.
Then I'll just leave you.
Am I a team with football brain na
Anyway, actually,
look, so serious. Now even the state, have they ever sent some message?
Apart from Nana Akufo-Addo, the president, I will take it to a non-personal social media handle. Is that official? Is that official medium? I'm communicating with
came out to
Mahama.
Once maybe the friends, the Minister of Sports.
Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Yes, so that one. Once, even if the president tweet, I'll presume say is for all of us. And
Omanpeni control people on social media, fine. That is personal social media handle, and that is not official medium. President or a government communicated to his people. Say right. President Akufo-Addo and President BMWA. Say Ghana for a buy or bebano. Bani Bekasa, and your man pin another Akufo-Addo social media. See appointee fire Crawford. You issue letter from the presidency.
I didn't know our treaty be on opposition. I maybe be your coffee case.
See the maker no. So we are communication. The medium you choose to communicate is sometimes important than the message itself.
Yes, it's true.
There were several ways of communication. Yeah. President Pa, ubet my voice note. No, there are two WhatsApp platforms not trendy anaba. Ubet my Facebook Live, ubet my Twitter, ubet my Facebook post. But the official medium for a government to communicate, what? Through the communication directorate at the presidency, with the letterhead. Every ministry, every government institution be that medium. Even why is it that so company we are doing more per se or more send a message and BBR? They don't really deal with WhatsApp and about. They send to your email. Yeah, that is the official. And it's on my penny comment. I want a personal Facebook and a Twitter account. Yes, Wakasa, but that is not the official medium. I didn't know appointing ministers on fan cotton personal media. Name whatever a year official medium. I beg
I think say actual media, we are all concerned because actually Ghana this year will contribute to Ghanaian football. And we can't treat him as an ordinary Ghanaian. Bear 8 days, yenti ninka. Any official engagement from the Republic of Ghana. Yeah, Mikase, even beyond Achukra, Ghanaians are more crew. So, what measures have we taken to look for those Ghanaians? Ghanaian embassy, are they able to tell us the number of Ghanaians in that country and how many people we can't find at the moment? I think say I was saying common beyond Yenya Bema Chu Yedono. On the icon, but beyond Achuno, Ghanaians ehono. Kwame Benso na yafa so a yehu se o Kwame ana Yaman Saba Efrimu because almost omodi share e wo kromu a I'm sure say families be bring na dry. Many of the families are worried say na ye ba owo Turkey ye ntene nka nti aban emo omona embo omoto na de also omoye ni ehwehwe yenya bema chu na Ghanaians a omo ho akemu wo sa mine so.
Okay. Abusianti, I don't know, I feel a boy runs seven ankasemu, a debt exchange program and the cost state of affairs. By Besha say the free economy, I ain't mean anything about the state of affairs without talking about the state of our finances to the city. But Yen Sankai Hubium, and in the Fuam watchy, Yen an animal of one and Quacrafua, or Mokwa Humijim, mon pensioners, are picketed at the Ministry of Finance, and in an answer, are buying your moon free debt exchange program. Ma me Sophia Kufu. Former Chief Justice, and then Wakasa, Nimprenuso, me pacha yentie ma me Sophia Kufu, the Asian Comanasi.
Before you even decide you're going to restructure debts, the first thing you need to do, I believe, is to look within what is fully under your control and see where you can cut this, you can postpone this, you can reprioritize, and be honest with the people of Ghana. Because of A, B, C, D, E, and F, we will shelve this, we will put this on the back burner, we will prioritize this because it has to do with education, it has to do with a human life, and so on and so forth. You don't just jump at the low-hanging fruit. And the people whose money is in your hand, and you're going to tell them, okay, your money is in my hand, and this is how you're going to get it back. It's rude, it's wicked, it's unlawful, it's not right. It lacks good faith, it lacks humanity, because, we are. Gabi Ochiridako can call me paranoid. I don't care. We're talking about people, we're talking about human beings, we're talking about people who have served this country and have served well and served hard. Not easy service when you're not a member of government and you're calling yourself a member of government. So that's all I've got to say about this. Stones may break my bones, but blah blah will not hurt me. No, and insult is the weapon of the pin-brained. That's all I've got to say. I'm not going to trade words with pin-brains. I'm sorry.
Mame Sophia Kufu. Let me punch like that. Not long ago, somebody was described as substandard. Now we have pin brain. As I do sack. Kofi Mami Shasen Fenfro, you fear some. Why are we here? According to President Mahama, was it because of President Akufo-Addo, the arrogance, and the incompetence of Ken Ofori-Atta, and the economic management team, and Ebidu Sampempensoa Edi Edu? Why are we here? First 10 minutes.
Mema, for Ajo na bibi obi a me constituency Okankwe no any former member of parliament for Okankwe no Honorable Fuseni Isa and a member of parliament for Kwapem South. Now the minister designated for local government states, Honorable Osebu Suama Obiamo, and then the fine gentleman, the youngest Attorney General of the Republic, Godfred Yabua Kwadwo Dame. The Biawa can former President Mahama and comment about this.
Why?
Because I quite remember, say, maybe a best call, na obi kan asema former President Mahama. Onu kura na beka che say na ya we nam na manaka dompe. Onu na no vice president after 24th July. Former President Mills Nyani baby koi. So onu beka say arrogant. Ene Ken Ofori-Atta aso won dey ebe dia. Mene na nya adwe san say enyama bibiri sisi fine. Kwan bi so no anka onu na wo ho akade no beye. And onu no mpokura no. I am former president. I respect him a lot to that one day because on umponye kwambone so. Enyema bia ACC mpokura na anka say edu bebe dey require IMF. Ebi say dum so na enye ade a na nka ntimi nso ado. Ebi say ono no time kwa na correla pokura no nsu okunipa la yenya nsu bankofo no na so kan bibi o kai say ono ye odwanfu.
Really?
Ntino entse obi kan asem.
And Mahama na nsu ho odin krofo.
Na correla kunkofo.
Cholera is a different from a different thing. Water shortage. Because the entire casa me am shaming. Meaning say is under Mahama and upon water treatment or more expanded Emma community to sell Gone
and former President Mahama.
Emma Teshi desalination water treatment plant.
Correlation to my women Kunipa. Meboa.
Kawasame.
And no, so no, you can't what damn no be a can also ready advice if he former President Kufuor and former President Rollins. Fair enough. Only 8 years that. When you are saying Omo no more can no more call presidency that. But also only more than 4 years, 5 years that. Only more than 5 years as a president. The highest about this so far 4 years and 5 months, 6 months as a president. You are talking about someone who will be already 6 years and counting. So Kajan said, "Nine as what day and I say, Ahumaso, oh that one, come on." He's a fine communication officer, and then as a minister and obey a president. President Mahama, the communication here, you don't take it away from him. As someone come ahead now, okay, ko jina mono ni ado kan sonko. Yeah, you can't take away in the MCC from 2019 to 2020 to 2021. Ah, yeah, kosu. O man bia e twefanebo. O man bia e twefanebo. Yeah, obi timi guys you take away COVID and Ukraine-Russia incident and BBM. You can't take it. Even UK. And see that say UK. Far back in 2021, UK pumped almost £400 billion national economy because of what the COVID-19. They are two, a whole UK. Oh no. On physical nyehwe. On no clear struggle. And then say mama finance ministers left, right, center. It's because systems are not running. It's not running in the way say but here is the case. Here by no matter what, as I call lockdown, ni mukra na we teacher 40 na etiobuka. Teacher 40 na ba ni etiobuka. Obi aba me kan che Ghana ni we government public sector say one kwadu.
That teacher for na etiobuka. It is primary schools. And Colorado Muntu fees. And
me say, me can government workers.
Meba.
Obi enu na oti, obi enu
meba. Memo ato aso. O ka se teacher for na etiobuka. Enim say as we speak, and kra a teacher for na ko classroom no. Primary schools o Muntu fees. Ba etiobuka. JSS omuntu fees abantu omuka secondary school omuntu fees abantu omuka enti se omuko school na wonyi fees na omuka na se no omutifie na omuka what different does it mean
obi na o ye ministry odwuma we ministry siri etuane ka so no nkwa adwuma abanjuma ni bie nu aka se entuane ka abanjuma ni bie nu aka se na covid lockdown by na abantuane ka abantu obi aka parliamentarians so obi abantuane ka. But government have to go further because Utia can no production. That's a struggling uncle phone no tiamka. Even no scan before the tia amount for nika. And then nearby say, oh yeah, Ediane, issue electricity, ni honke koniaba. Aban yesa de mani na. Isi o say mo yedene. Ni pebia won na so aban maybe aban efo so bi. E say mo yedene. Isi an affordable. Ye na embo ehwa for ma ye ho.
Oh, is affordable.
Yes, Christo cry do if you are sinting. Other than John 3:16. So God so loved the world. He gave his beloved son to us. Affordable the thing say. Okay, Abraham Moses a friend say Isaac Yokoku ni papa because when he was ready to sacrifice his only son until nakopo chance odwan ni baby yedru ye gitum say emu ayedene. But I don't say kwata sa. Ye na so boame na memmo a. Boame na memmo de na aban ne srade so bebi akwakodu emu ayeden se be ye dia ensense ngwase ni amai ye keke former president Mahama eka so ebi ase se hwe ana ono before ono beba power ani ani se beba power kufo be fi so ne ye hibik ye face guy na nchen ah no mo ka so fiti kwame nkruma mre so e ka ye boy be pe kufo do ana kufo be fi so hibik ye de sika chen ye trip a car former president Mahama ni former the late Professor Moses Ijaya so no moko. It's a comparison pa.
Omunja say.
It's a comparison pa. Na extend that say. It is a comparison here. Sami, bibi edru as a former president with your man so that day. You may be oh, me the other happiness or cast some more hand now. O ko do am na ne do okay different no jitu so ampa de ekom ne mo odi o. Ba be do o man mu dia na de be do ne na ayasam foforo. E na menti ase no, ase nipa no nipa mienu. Aso nipa mienu. Esan say o kan we ne a, o cha no kan we.
So you mean the economy I inherited from Mahama 2017 is better than the economy yourself who super money?
Oh, say economy inherited for 2017. Now you'll be any challenges a woman say you. Ni en tron to wasi 2019 COVID bi beba wo. Ni en tron to be ase 2019 COVID beba wo. Ni en si be bi ase 2019 na bi si da.
COVID nti and o ma bi atwifa na bo obi a struggle. So COVID is a catch say ya de di aba but one more team or more underlying conditions. He said diabetes, hypertension is high idea no. Omo na do omo kopa. So my question is say o ma bia sunya COVID yi ye neighboring countries nyina enya bi. Why is it that Ghana is the only country we mean Ghana is the only country in Africa a debt exchange program because of COVID-19?
Oh, okay. Na me tell you say abane tutu nyame bia na we say dey no target abane years obey ni na amwai. Ebra eba say abane force o increase road finance for na ye ka say dey yi levy ba minority side no e ma ye gi tu mu ntemu a anka menye so bedu say dey adu because you levy daring kwa ye twen ye no na nya asem kuma yi levy daring kwa ye twen wo ma we mu no e ma omanfo gidie na say omni tua yi levy no kwa ne so teye e me so teye say ade ayeye ba mi hu ayi ye ka asem so obi ti aha wa ye adwuma wo ntua to nipa bebre ye self adwuma no mu ntua to
it is self it
and I choice is aban fu so okay say dey be fa so e be chichire oman oman bia nu a eto na dey chichire man oman bia dey to na chichire man British ti we oni hwe e bank ne to e no dey chichire man ntina obi ko bobo British won tua tax 1 seconds kwa ye tiw to oman bia nu ntua ye ti oman ye be so oman 2 pon na ntia si ntua to na ye dey they be chichire man
so aban here because Ghanaians are not paying taxes
aban onua koko aban no onua oni bibi okodio e to
bia ni me free Kwame Nkrumah person ni me say aban bia no obo adu agye ni
ye ni o de to de chichire man
nti Ghana for na etua to fit no that's Ghana for
e to ni pa do say o explain o den te ba be do sa brand say COVID buy ni say nyama bi ban so ye ka digitalization ama nyama ko yi because first that digitalization ye common and then utifia and then mitifia make match no enra mitifia na meto light oh me phone so
ultimate water bill
mitia oni mi tra enra meto light on me phone so me fan count ro miti dem na mitia meto light quick na begu me meter so miti dem me mpia bontin o me se me dem na meto kanea na begu so kanea na say ka me fa car na me ko salai na se ma to kanea no na me da ba fie me konya bani na bi asema mienu miensa no metimi na ibi fufu ranso ene
utu associate o
bi je yanteme
uto electronic transaction yanteme electronic transaction
yanteme hwe yisi ani
it means the e-levy has failed
o da bi o say wo di tua who use app that way na me che on say
cry electronic transaction
no da me che on say where wo to power wo purchase power but who say ni scam obi and here who say ni scam obi okobi onkoba obi on for the ngu bank da so you running economy ni sa we na obi on for the ngu bank ti kwa men so ni pass we contribute e dey am on man no o man e bia no oton jeni okofa jeni no we wura no dey what carry transportation
and to Kofi in 2 minutes wrapping up on the
first say kwan bi so no aban ni nse no ope no aban ni nse no ope no but kremo da akra se abasa enti ebia na akasa na ere anko yie se ebi one omo a omo ho akọ bond for na akọ ya be du be edu ye be sere omanfo se de akwala ajanan eti akwala onkunu
akokoba na
eti aba na onkunu nanso ye be sere kasa bia ntwa yie bigiri se ye maame former chief justice one a friend say Gabi Oyewura Gabi Ochida.
So Gabi ni look spy in this government in a sense.
What say Ghana need to say wa? O Ghana need to say wa?
Okay.
Gabi ye Ghana need to say wa? Onye oswafo o Ghana ni ono so tro ono so bibi ha na adwe na otimi to. Obi e ye ti yen. Ya ye nua so ye nsonjem ye nsejo ye nua Kevin Taylor. Otimi information tro bibi. Eto ono ni say we na beba. See ebi we say
on play ni
Robia. It's a normal citizen ono so for so.
It's a non entity
as so long as citizen ono so for.
So it's a non entity as long as this government is concerned.
Only police
non entity.
Position be no kura. Onye minister, onye staffer. Inti no ono so for so bibi chi na adwen na o metro but e bia na wan ye dey in the two emu no bia too emotional wo minti na be o do control sa de ne dia eno dia.
So why are you apologizing on his behalf? Because when you're part of the government.
And I mean so onye nipa the make question is say oh the make one say okay Ephesians 6 verse 1 to 4 no. One say the kwa so the way journey no power was asase so. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Interested when Nini because on it, we know.
If Gabi is not part of the government, that's or no case, let him apologize on his own behalf.
And I'm trying to say, maybe dear, maybe I'm going to say and pay.
Okay.
Internal media, Messer Mammy, say, with ye, a Nini and a bar, and the okay one can ye, but all share said ye be na because when you mumra, Obi already Chief Justice the Union Packet. When you mumra first, I go for the appointment in the buy, no, or the first Chief Justice after MMA to the wood coin on a bit. So, a best so me na oswafo so hwe sika asem so ne omahia de wo mu bia no because hwe suicide anu de no kure ni se wo don saka pension wonya hwe ama wase mo no kro no
okay nene o say suicide but can ofrata ni aban say no ha na ombeye pacho also 12 minutes
me that say some my platform we so na me chia the good people of Ada and then kakepe me mame do you kujo ni mame eka baby this week you know Thursday to Saturday nti obi ambra da na yembeja ye mame chia ye hwefo na mame chia a good brother for today and the other one the CSO guy no mame chia omunya same it's just unfortunate most of the time MPP for some sorry they had problem with anything Mahama, the coming president for 2025. My brother no all can be say John Mama say Yahweh nam no I can't do pay. You see, it's a figure of speech. Until most of the time say MPP for Koka, they forgot and say we have what is called the World Bank report in 2016, and World Bank report can say. Because of the massive infrastructure of John Dramani Mahama, the economy is going to grow with additional 5%. That's going to give us 8.4. That's 2017. 2017, they had 8.2. It be so from 8.2 as I speak to you, the economy starts to decline. Look, at any given time, me can say, dear President Mahama, I can say it's because of the arrogant under this administration that is leading this economy to the nation. He stated it perfectly. Why am I saying this? So okay, MPP for Mobile, the first contract that they got was Frank Templeton, about $2.25 billion. And no, whilst their peers were having it at a rate of 8.4, 8.9, 8.4 and a 9.2. No. Ghana, the interest on it was 18.2%. First. At the same time, yeah, can't say, look, baby, yeah, started in terms of our debt, we are starting to accumulate. We'll head towards a certain place, it will be unsustainable. And people before say, oh, they are the best managers of the economy. To the extent, say, they once stated, say, there are some fundamentals that need, no matter who you are, there are some fundamentals you should just take it in context. Almost can be about your debt to DDP, your inflation, your interest payment and amortization, and your forex. Sammy, as I speak to you, I can say John Mahama is very incompetent. But I can state emphatically, say, under the leadership of Nana Dodankwa Baumia and Kanufuriata, they are they were able to they are so look, I don't want to use the word useless. Sammy, seriously, I don't want to use the word useless. And I need any adjective that can describe them. Look, Omobano, you had onset my brother Okabibi said President Kufuor time they had HIPIC. Despite the HIPIC, President Kufuor he left a debt of over 9 billion. He sold Ghana Telecom. Have you forgotten? In 2008. 2007. Emma 2008. He decided to just roll in what we call the single spine. Single spine in 2000 and taking more than 75% of our your friend saying
internal generated fund.
Internal generated fund. There's no space for John Atamos and John Dramani Mahama. But look, because of the prudence, that's why I said John Dramani Mahama, or near economist, he was able to steer the affairs of this economy during those times. Look, the longest time we had a growth of over 14% is under John Dramani Mahama. The longest time we had an inflation of a single digit under John Dramani Mahama. Look, there are some times when you speak, now so look, let me educate you small. Fine, the exchange rate was 1 cedi to 1 cedi 20 pesos, and some President Kufuor Eko. Ye 4 cedis 20 pesos, a difference of what? 3 cedis. Most of the times, Momo can say, oh, what is the percentage? Look, so we have mass, you have what you call the numerator and the denominator. At any given time, once your denominator is very small, your percentage will be what? Bigger. Once your denominator is big, your percentage will be smaller. Mama, a classical example. When you take 1 cedi to 2 cedis, the difference is 1 cedis. Now, so we have a percentage of 8, no? 100%. From 2 cedis to 3 cedis, the difference is what? Is 50%. Why not the same 100%? It's because the denominator is bigger. And say, look, Ghanaians are more interested in the amount of money on use to do the forest. And yeah, percentage most are more. Let me give you another one. The difference between John Dramani Mahama and President Kufuor was 3 cedis. And then under your super incompetent, inept, substandard governance, and then 12 cedis, BB cedis. Look, at any given time, Bank of Ghana say 10. Okay, assuming, okay, me better. Okay, 10 cedis. Final 10 cedis. What's the difference? 6 Ghana cedis. Have you performed far better than John Dramani Mahama? No. More during the time of John Dramani Mahama, in terms of our debt to GDP, was 54%. More friends will say he's incompetent. And then our debt to GDP is 104%. During the time of John Dramani Mahama, let me tell you, our total debt. Okay, let me teach you. We come to the doom. So hold on. Look, during the time of John Dramani Mahama, my brother, this is a simple a toddler, a toddler. Friend of John Dramani Mahama, our total debt was 122 billion. John Dramani Mahama, and then our total debt is 575. J1F. That's another abysmal performance. Another one. During the time of John Dramani Mahama, interest and amortization. I can offer that call the TV3. Oko can say no, there's no way we should. I'll be happy if you play that a clip for me. Or see, there's no way we should, as a country like Ghana, we should pay interest on an amortization of 10 billion. And then we are paying 52 billion on interest and amortization. Where have you left this economy to? To the ditch. Look, another one that I want to advise to my brother. I must say, Dumso. Look, the infrastructure under which John Dramani Mahama, if you are able to read the report from the Energy Commission in 2021, will tell you that when you take all the IPPs, the independent power producers, these IPPs
take or pay for.
Now more take or pay as I speak to you. If you are so intelligent, if MPP you are so intelligent with take or pay, you shouldn't have signed another take or pay. Whatever. When you say another take or pay, you've given another take or pay. Whatever. You sometimes MPP, I don't know what a standard do you normally speak. Another one, let me teach you, so that you don't disgrace yourself. You're a young guy coming. You talk something about digitalization, and I must say, because of it. Do you know what the infrastructure John Dramani did under digitalization? Let me tell you something. John Dramani Mahama, a fiber optic from Greater Accra to Boko. At the same time, he was able to connect 6 regions: Greater Accra, Oti, Upper, let me give it to you, Volta region, OT, Northeast, Upper East region.
Northeast came under this guy.
That is what I'm giving you. Go and check. At the
There's no
time,
OT.
There's no OT. Kilometers.
No, when you are okay, there was no OT.
Volta region, and by then, Volta region, as part of a demarcation of today, OT is part. When I give it to you, go and check. Then, at the same time, we have what is called rackets, under which John Dramani Mahama, or digital center. No, we have 245 racks, per John Dramani Mahama handiwork. Or another backup about 100 racks. So today, when you sit at the comfort of your home, who say I'm doing the handiwork is John Dramani Mahama. My brother, if you don't know, you don't know. You see, another interesting thing. So I'll give you
2 more minutes.
You Sammy, we are under a live program, right? My 2 minutes, I'm tendering this document to you. Show me any photo shoot or green book and shop, and I will stop to be a member of NDC.
2 minutes.
I said, give
the challenge is very simple. The challenge is very simple. Of a green book, no, we say a Photoshop. I know the green book now. Mouse say, what can say Photoshop? It means you know what green book is.
Very good.
I know the amount say 2 minutes. Pinpoint one thing a Photoshop.
So tell you can just get it. Look, Minya, the reason why we are here in terms of our debt, this DDEP program. Most of the time, MPP they think they are smart.
1 minute.
But at any given time, no, they always make silly mistakes. Sammy, MPP, they've borrowed the states, Seka, to the extent say even nobody want to give us money. Look, in finance, you will be BIFN the obligo. Whilst as a member, you don't have to give as a bank. You don't need to give anybody and a customer more than 25% of your shares. MPP4, they were able to take money from our banking institution more than 30. As I speak to you, Bank of Ghana report that came out, they've taken 54% of Sika Ewo Ghana and they've used it. At the same time, oh, Masa, hold on. When the time comes, Sammy, another interesting thing. Look, another interesting thing is say, look, under your watch, my brother, under your watch, was a Bank of Ghana as part of the financial regulations. No, Bank of Ghana need not to give Ghana a government an amount more than 5% of the previous year revenue. 2021, they went in for 35 billion from a Bank of Ghana. Last year, they went in for another 44.5 billion from Bank of Ghana. In 2 years, 2021 and 2022, Bank of Ghana gave people overdraft and others 80 billion. What have you used?
Okay.
Zero.
It's a turn of a year, Yura Emmanuel Owusu. We are financial analysts. MPPI and the NDC and the if you put them together and offer the reality on the ground, at the end of the day, Bedu has said now, you think that the government proposal can be the panacea to the challenges man accepting?
Yedika, my mentor, my team, my movements for responsible and accountable governance. Okay. Abrantia Jeremiah McLean and Eric Aqua, Mama Kano, Yadamas, any Jumapa Moye. Yedika, and then made the Constitution Abaha.
Okay.
The 1992 Constitution. Now, share the direct principles of state policy. And the economic objectives in Timinfan's Article 36, Clause 1. The state shall take all necessary action to ensure that the national economy is managed in such a manner as to maximize the rate of economic development and to ensure and to secure maximum welfare, freedom and happiness for every person in Ghana and to provide adequate means of livelihood and suitable employment and public assistance to the needy. The entire mekan idea we no say ohwe niyama e wo mu a there are key issues are you raise wo idea we mu say to maximize the rate of economic development, and I'll start from there. And then ohwe where we are ya bro busia amana could do 575 billion Ghana cedis. My question is that have we been able to maximize economic development?
Yeah, maximize your debt. So maybe
it's maximizing debt. But economic development here, we can't say that we have been able to maximize economic development. The other part also talked about Sabia, yes, seeking the welfare of Ghanaians. Me say as a people, Ghana buying Iran and Akufo-Addo buy in the last 6 years as he sought you and I our welfare. The simple answer is say, Uncle secure welfare anka onjare wo wiem. Presidential travels. You can't. Ghana buying through his minister, so no. So the welfare of Ghanaians have not been maximized. Yes, also besides say oversized government. President Akufo-Addo shall say in 2017, or can say he is in a hurry to work for the people of Ghana. Or in panel ministers be Emma Ghana for CS so saying I to move say, hey, President, baby, I'll go there or true. In our power, Muso new mobile man, and then I want to so. Kaya went ye. So to that extent, no, one maximize Ghana for a welfare. Share your national cathedral. Abide with AC no. Question I maybe say is the national cathedral maximizing the welfare of Ghana for? Masikaba nipa butum. Ebe see there. Abide intimi and share butaya or the national cathedral. I can't
to give thanks and praise to Almighty. Nyankopon say wa ma civil will be amateur according to President.
David to me see sorry that na Pharaoh. Wait to me see.
Inti sabutaya there. Those are individual beliefs. Those are individual beliefs. Untimi vanye. Sami kasa. No.
When David one David Bible. Sami. With all due respect, one David.
Whatever make us
David free Israel, Pharaoh free Egypt.
What make us Oza kwanu wa sheda obezo distracting me. Iti the
can't say no be sorry be distracted. Say David
anytime. Iti na me care about oversized and bloated government. Okay, President Akufo-Addo government on the buy Ogusu krem no me but the question is that is it making Ghanaians happy? Because already the state principle now say to provide adequate means of livelihood for Ghanaians. Is the oversized government providing livelihood and happiness to Ghanaians? Clearly it's not provided. COVID Sika Yendi, is it providing livelihood for Ghanaians and providing suitable economic conditions for Ghanaians? Ye disika basa. Me have moti any fu. Ye disika basa. Mr. Mama come and say. Oshe COVID-19 Frontiers Health Services ka omunya okrumwa $16.2 million. That money could have gone to the state.
Now, what kind of amount of the man Ghana? 5%.
5%. That amounted to $1.1 million. So you ask yourself, is that kind of governance making the people of Ghana happy? Is it maximizing your welfare? Me no welfare. Into where President Akufo-Addo. President Akufo-Addo and Abain, they have defiled the constitution. Yeah. They have defiled the constitution because we know our conditions of service is not as it used to be. And then, I remember DDEP mo Ghana buying this year or say 3 billion Ghana cedis are a mature fee. He's saying that they cannot pay.
Hey, 4 point something.
No, sorry, 31 billion.
31 billion.
In total.
This month, yes.
Fetch me. This year, 31 billion Ghana cedis maturing. In fact, February is almost 8 billion or babetia. I mean, my statistics, no. March, obetia 4.9 billion Ghana cedis. April, obetia 1.21 billion. May, 1.3. June, 1.53. August, 0.7 billion. September, 8.05 billion Ghana cedis. November, 2.39 billion Ghana cedis. December, 3.63. Sa figures the interest payment is not part. A principal. A buying a cassette, a buying is this one, does this amount to livelihood protection? The idea is going to rather worsen the plight of Ghanaians. Inti, Sir President Mahama Bekase, there's some level of arrogance of power. He's a Ghanaian. I don't hold brief for him. The president is first of all a Ghanaian. The former president is first of all a Ghanaian. Into Odika. And I feel so, and your President Mahama and the catcher, you say there's some level of arrogance of power. Now you who say there's arrogance of power. We've seen arrogance of power even in your debt levels. Because you started bro Bosiano, you can't wait and so still also be Bosiano. Mr. You started very worrying. You can't wait. It's a clear example of arrogance of power.
Kofi Mani.
O started free SHS so free SHS a fantastic idea, but if she share any akadia odi uni sika odi ba be free SHS no so shemuni ehu one went you bia and you went ahead and now we see the mess that we have. That and also a clear example of arrogance of power. Obabe started banking sector cleanup. You can say you could have saved these financial institutions and rather boost the economy. So,
with 9 billion.
McLean, now look, amount for there are a lot of unemployment now than before because in Kofa, lose jobs in this banking sector cleanup, no, and then you know kawama ene the economy no atete apansan. It's arrogance of power. Ni Meka say President Akufo-Addo no, any Iraq and Oferiata. They are a classical example of global arrogance of power.
Oh, Master.
What globalize them?
You see, they've gone beyond the Republic of Ghana. You are saying now, I say, who you there? Onfa ni man for any share, you be President Akufo-Addo. Me de sa achede na ma President Nana Akufo-Addo because you or a president or doing man for Wanka, unjare wo wiem. Unye National Cathedral at this economic crunch of the Republic. You won't do that. Robusia could do 575. So we figure 575 billion Ghana cedis. Over here, what's now can say? We the mean can be Mamia NDC, you know. We say NDC a boy could do 120 billion. And then would you do 575? It is a clear example, say, there's economic crunch in this country. And also by DDEP. And now me read videos nibi, pensioners nibi. I felt very sad because some of them are like my parents. Some of them are like my uncles. Some of them are like my aunties. Nene yamo mwakotna a Ministry of Finance, a picket. It's so shameful to have our elderly people go there and picket. Because President Akufo-Addo and in Ken Oforiata say untimi entia omo. Ti unto me ma me kasa enwa the American say arrogance of power ni there. They've gone overboard and have demonstrated various ways that they have demonstrated arrogance of power. COVID funds are is a clear example of arrogance of power. Harsh economic conditions are a clear example of arrogance of power. Also, yeah, 1D, 1F. Ebi sine, you 1D, 1F. No, I mean the head and tail of 1D, 1F.
And the benefit of it.
And the benefit of it, me that say.
Impact into Sammy.
Okay.
Before I don't think my brother or BB can.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okay,
can't comment. 30 seconds. I can't comment.
Sammy. For BB to say employment, NDC time, unemployment rate was 6.2, and then unemployment rate is 16.5. Don't compare yourself to John Dramani Mahama. Inflation.
Middle class for
please. Inflation. NDC 15%. President Nana do 54.1%. Don't compare yourself to us. Why?
Okay. My main kind messages now for because in fact, watching the previous videos of Nanado, Baumiano Furiata and their co-host tells me nothing but how God exposes liars. Nothing convicts a man more than his own words. The reality has now caught up with them, with a deceitful Akufu Nanado. If the president is sincere enough, he should eat back his own words. Clueless and empty president. Amanura, Peter, Edifisunyani, New Doma, Nidieni. We say, I wonder why MPP members keep referring to the COVID freebies as one of the reasons for Ghana's economic crisis. Are we not paying for COVID levies now? Are they not the same people who told us that we had money from COVID fund to supplement our annual budget? I say it's time these MPP members stop irritating Ghanaians before they are being attacked. From Amanura, Peter, Korea the Free, Sunyani New Doma. We say, good evening, Mr. Honto. Why did you invite Dakufigo to your program? He's a liar. You didn't ask Stephen if he'll pass. We say, hi, Honto. I'm John from Bolga. I say, please tell the MPP man to stop this grateful attitude they intended putting up. I say, I'm so sad. For since morning, on all the TV stations, decided to attack former President Mahama. It's a scheme. It's a shame to them. Thank you. Good evening. Well, I say, good evening, Same. Please. Is the MPP man there to defend his useless government? Does he think we are watching our Aquapolo? I think we watching our Aquapolo. Aquapolo again. It's an insult. Good evening, Same. How old is this boy? And does he have family in Ghana? If his parents are alive, then he is a disgrace to his parents. I'm Emmanuel from Kutubabi down. Good evening, Same. Please don't invite small boys to come on your show. It's not a small boy, it's a married man. For us watching, older than their parents, and should respect us watching. Emmanuel Korea. Well, good evening, Mr. Same. I want to ask the MPP rep, is he a drunkard? No, he's not a drunkard. Or say tell him to talk sense, okay? Victor Tipo Kumasi Nedu Free Abba. Well, good evening, I'm Fabi Bianco. Good evening. Any MPP officials who support Ken Oforiatta and the president on the issue of the unpaid pensioners' money, the person is very incompetent and deceptive, like his leadership and party. Well, say I'm Samuel Tete from Tema Newtown. Well, good evening. Please, I think that there is a still way to mitigate the debt issues. We need to rather renegotiate Ghana's share in the natural resources exploitation, because no Ghana, no mining or oil company. I think our president has betrayed the constitution and the people of Ghana. He needs to go and ask General Kutu Echampong to learn how to stand with Ghana against all odds. Thanks. Yenya Benjamin Tamalini Dieni. Ejahunto, well, from this guy, tell him to shut up. If he doesn't have any better submission to make, tell him to add Turkish earthquake to COVID, Russia evasion. Evans Takrade. Well, it's a good evening, boss. You have made my day, pa. I'm a polling agent for MPP with a card and a card bearer. Was say, I have regretted for wasting my time and energy for 100 Ghana cedis. This is the dangerous killer government in the history of Ghana. We zegomorphic edifree shama. Mr. Same, good evening. I thank you for your spicy this evening. You are spicy as a man. God bless you and long life. Thank you. That's Papa. Good evening to you. Democratic governance to extent has enlightened us on what governance is all about and openly allow inclusive participation in our local government process, which stands to reason that we must be part of the administration process, which means that we must not be spectators. My point is that if we decided to be unconcerned about the daily activities of the political administration of the day, the government will implement policies that will not favor us. My name is Aaron Babako Kokomisa. Location Odifribe Latibio Koshi. No, about Latibio Koshi ni Udino. The same name ni Asepa. What's here? I be mafia. Keep the good work you are doing for Ghana. Keep the fire burning. This is Day Ghana Inside Suhum T Junction. We say Mr. Honto, the MPP guy is a joker. Let him know that a minister, a master is an experienced person, so Nana should plan ahead of time. Do you remember a guy in Atinka TV whose program was Sinupi? He warned them and MPP said the economy is strong and stand on its own for a full year. Nana is a big empty failure. Tony Edifra Shaman Ode Abba. Very good evening, my brother. Nanado government really came to power to fly in private jet and flex with ladies, borrow and share among themselves, and at the end, kill our aged softly. Roland Ifritama, this is true talk, boss, but I'm surprised you couldn't mention just a single project of this government. Well, I enjoy free SHS, all thanks to Nana Ado, K. Jesse, Obuase, and Ode Abba. Free SHS, enye policy a generating income the man buying. Okay, when I was talking about Mampeni Kufuor, Oja Jubilee failed, a generating income. Mahama Mills, Omuja 2 additional fields, a generating income. A turbo gas processing plant, a generating income. Terminal 3, a generating income. Free SHS mum, do say a yeno, siasi kana a generating the cool and tinya de ababeka so nya mfaso e de free investment abane ye wo mu a se bio bosume so anka se free SHS ni nya mfaso sei and the difference we can't quantify the money for now. Radio de aba or say okay, you are cages or what's to do with about say one thing humanity have respect in life is those on 16th, 17th century. Today they are not to be found no matter what we do. By the next 100 years, we living today will never be remembered, but your deed will judge right or wrong. Life is good and short. Okay, Abushanfo, now Yanko Yewo, 40 minutes to go. 14 minutes to go. Kofi from Sabri, I want to say. Debt exchange program here, the pensioner account is like a suicide. Yeah, if that is the case, what do you think is making finance minister so stubborn to the extent say, or Simo and Kokrafoya picket for 1 whole week?
What you say? I don't know. So text message there, you don't need to apply or comment about text message. But if someone will sit somewhere, there are some words that someone uses on you is very harsh. So because a lie there, normal thing, but someone say a small boy there, I think that one is not something you should.
I responded to that and I told them say you are not small boy, you are married man.
Oh, so I mean, say them dick kind. I'm on your son here, but a man who here. Say them dick say, sad any day, say debt exchange rate a suicide amount, as a buying the cost say, or yeah, a suicide amount, a buying say breaking it. No, that one, no doubt about that. Because system here running and the pensioners the only thing they can survive on it, no. Aban will be BIA, area can fight to be. You should find a way of. But I say Parliament, as I'm on say, urgent questions. So Parliament don't be here. I agree on that. On by explaining. For that one, I agree. Say for pensioners, Charles Same, Obi atina edwem for mfie bebre na seda kopena o ka se ni sika da ho no o be survive anywhere. Bebre be say maybe ma wu. Same ram no ka say I we no kwa bi ma wu ntino. Aban no obi bia, o mampeni obi bia. Say Ghana for na e ka no wu ntia to the extent say former Chief Justice be mu die. Ama wa che say oye picketing no. Sabe we nye politics. We should take away politics because say ka political we and can former Chief Justice wo mu say because ananado no employ or money a Chief Justice for the first administration and I do appointees na we don't know Chief Justice so e besre we die e besre so man pani wo bibia omo die so betimi ye yom afimu a ohwenu yom fim media me kan so man pani wo bibia na so be but I mean before untu no can say me say me na me tifi o say okay say MPP for ko yi ba o me a e disrespect Sami you were host
no me kan ni Mrs. Dr. Mahama Bawumia one kasa on the economy and trade the idea bedu ha now one find solution and fix the mess we find ourselves in it will be a disrespect and insult say Dr. Mahama Bawumia even made declared intention to be elected
that's aban amemo governance is continue and to say we entime yan no ne na se we yan no na say MPP for say on the so be somba ni animal flag bearer Nasi Omotuma no be president dia obeyano.
Wanyano as a head of economic management team.
Responsibility as a president no be yano. It's a party for
no, and
then me try say idea no on state here. On he's talking about on can say onyano and I say obianka say omeyano obian to question. On no no he threw the challenge to the late vice president. Say NDC for and as a former president so we are throw challenge to him. So say no as standard that you set
okay, maybe standard throw my challenge.
You have throw your challenge.
The question is not setting my emisata no kuta marking scheme no. So why is it that
Saminya na be throw question na man. That question throw ma the late vice president when throw ma wo. And
I'm also throwing the same question to him.
Say question man. Why vice president that?
Oh, okay. So monkey play by side.
Why vice president that?
Okay. I can't ask.
No, why vice president?
But the music can try.
Na sister man na you catch all lay na.
Oni Mahama din command no busa na sa question. But na me because me the music can do try.
Tell me former president Mahama. E won power no we Mahama do Dr. Mahama be an then candidate. Akufo-Addo can onke say so betie efiom ho a na ye den.
And na make say obetimi have that conversation with Mahama, not me.
That's how many years you former president Mahama.
I didn't say that. Mahama is also Ghanaian. Yes. And will make his comment. So he can make that reference to Mahama.
It is a question here. Catch Dobe NDC for running mate of say. Was set a question in here. Or also many questions.
Okay.
But some they are going in you can say, ye na that champion cocra. What is your Dutch as a key? Ye na say, among your 17, I didn't cool be a name ya, as you find. As was Estate debt na pensioners room the best.
So
buy no share, no share because bank cleanup aside edienya. Say or the way be shame near base suicide am I.
Okay. Yenua Frank Ado say Kumas was say I mean because of this MPP guy, I'll continue my politics. That is how MPP has been doing their propaganda. Yenua Stephen Anderson was say good evening Sammy. Or say please tell the MPP guy to keep quiet. He's full of pride and arrogant, just like the president who doesn't know his left from right. When Yenua lie, say Gabi Ochredako is a hardened criminal. How? When Jones will say this MPP from Akufo-Addo and who they bring for the 2024 election will lose the election, and if you try to rake, you ever regret. Never and ever can you compare Kufuor and Akufo-Addo to our darling John Dramani Mahama, God sent angel to rescue Ghana come 2024. Inshallah. Yenua Jones Cross, Honorable Hunter, tell the MPP guy to stop defending the indefensible. Akufo-Addo and MPP are corrupt and are candidates for jail. Chairman David Bote, the birthday man, University, and the Chairman David Bote of Hanover, Germany. Chairman, happy birthday. Wasi Gabi is a British, not a Ghanaian. We chairman so that they are banana. Mami Jennifer Baden Young, US, you go tell the road minister to start collecting the road tolls. In the day, but Yenya Galamsey, or say transforming Galamsey Ghana, or say you blame everybody else but yourself. Or say it sounds like coward. Yenya aye say this Achu issue is serious. Yenya Aaron Crossy, good evening to you, Sammy. Was it democratic governance? Okay, my kind message way on WhatsApp. No, the abre. Yenya de la Ofori, as I say, is he on radio? Okay. Nene.
Yeah. Kofi Asante, your friend Panty, or Kwako standing for Equapim North constituency for the NDC. Sammy. Okay. Look, MP. Aye. Sammy. In 1970, 1970, the economy of Ghana echoed down. Your papa be a friend of Jones Oforiata.
Finance Minister Papa.
Finance Minister ne Papa. Ena a ceremonial president Edward Akufo-Addo, President Nana Addo ne Papa. These two and making sure the economy of Ghana ye boka to the sense a champion ye kuno or can I say untia any debt. The same Kofono Jones ena Edward Omuba Nana Addo ena Ken Oforiata Omo ene we are facing the same consequences. This shows the intention of Omonon say they are supposed to rape the good people of Ghana. That's their intention. Sure, Sammy. At the same time, no, only say as we speak, because government owns Kebino, treasury bills, only the percentage on treasury bills. No. Me say we are dealing with a Ponzi scheme, a finance minister and a president. Look, a treasury bill of 35%. Can you honor that? 35% treasury bills. To the sense say almost they've oversubscribed. Almost here 2 billion. Today, as I speak to you, it's over 2.3 billion. Because of the rate, 35%. You were not able to obligation of 4.18 billion. You cannot pay those people. Everybody saying, look, Sammy, Debbie can say the most wicked, heartless president we've ever had. President Nana Addo and Ken Oforiata. President Nana Addo ni age mate from Ojanja pensioners no. Yeah. Ni age mate. So how will you feel as a president? Age mate because of can say give them something for them to spend on. Say look because and at the same time Sammy not when the textbook was school Nana Addo say no attending no because first year economics you better say all government bonds are the most safest. At any time you be giving your money, so everybody felt say yes, government bonds and government securities are the safest. Like
we are not in normal terms.
Papa Jai as I speak to you, President Nana Addo who say not only almost can say they are now where they are Baumia or no can say good for oil. Yenshan was school. Not knowing any textbook, not when they are coming to 10 a year the textbook a year learning for us to know say not knowing government bonds and Nana Addo and Baumia. It's the most what word should I use? Mommy, the best word to use.
My uncle school sir.
Look, assuming say we'll say that's the safest. Okay. Not knowing that's the biggest liability ever for you to go and buy
safe. Unsafe.
Any liability. Say assuming say we so come for a banking cleanup of 9 billion. For you to revive a bank, you ended up at 25 billion. Is that not a sheer wickedness? This people God business. Say obi votuma Nana Addo pa people biom there.
Unto that exchange there. They be amenya kwan ekonya aka ho asem na meyema hye because the impact that exchange Yera Ken Oforiata Babaye is going to affect a lot of things. Financial sector na yehuni sa no. Yan here ebedu baby banks work room intimate even deposits because so here banks they be financial statement or balance sheet emu nya kra Debt exchange there is a very dangerous policy. Me makwakoye policy analyst. They be a mibusa say debt exchange aban babe. What is the motive? Oyira kenofriata. Debt exchange babe a den of person achieve. Ne media mitimi hu ni say they just want to deplete the wealth creation in this country.
That's all.
They just want to deplete wealth creation because say unisa adwimpona unka say obi di ni sika ama o say mintimi fa ma mintimi tua oka na me de be ma odaache na daache say nipa ko no ewu a na oye ne den hwe pensioners wan say ma ye kwan asem the average age of the group of pensioners over there is 62, I'm told. The average, most of them are within their 80s. How can we be sure that in the next 10 years many of them will be alive? Okay. So debt exchange there is a very wicked and a very killer policy.
Last message: Ghana's security is in great shambles. Every day people get killed one way or the other. It is a shame to believe that Ghana is now a homicide hub. The Akufo-Addo administration is more of a curse to Ghanaians. Every sector is in a terrible mess, a self-inflicted mess. Ghanaians must rise to save our dear nation. For ourselves and generation yet unborn, our forefathers did not allow their country to be destroyed just so that we can enjoy Ghana today. Sami, nobody does editorial better than you. Or see something, say something. We yenya Faisa Mutaru Nediwe Ede Ababusia for aha and the Jumadiani ABCA. This is the first time Yenya could feature maintain or appear on a political show, and I think say well, we had messages nearby and all making impact because said the for Nina Usia ideal, that is it. Mabo Nasu, yeah, Mabo Kufiesu, Mr. Kufiesu, and Yes, Christa Manatim Koma, Uchina, Ayo Gada, Ibidia,